What's up, everybody? Welcome to my Game Week 36 team reveal, in which we have unfortunately been blessed with a couple injuries straight after the wild card. So we're going to sort through that, find out who we're benching. See, every active player right now has a benching situation. They don't know who to bench out of all their attackers. Luckily for me, on my wild card, I decided to skip the middleman. I said, fuck it, I went by Foden, I'll leave him out. That'll be a great idea. And so far, it has been, because Brennan Johnson is currently on more points than Phil Foden in Game Week 35. And as an added benefit, I don't have to worry about who I'm going to bench in Game Week 36 because I can easily put Brennan Johnson on my bench without a worry in the world. Anyway, guys, straight up, just cutting to the chase. My team is not changing from last week. Well, it is changing, but players are just going to get rotated. Like, Edison can't play anymore. He's on my bench. Fabian Schär, I'm going to wait for the Friday press conference, but most likely, I think he will at least play. It's just as to whether he actually starts or not. We're going to wait for Eddie Howe's press conference, even though Eddie Howe is the biggest liar of all time and probably won't give us any good information whatsoever. Now, pulling up the team on screen, there's not a lot I'm hoping for from my goalkeeper here. I don't expect a clean sheet from Chelsea for the rest of the season. The main reason I picked Petrovic is for them save points and then minutes points, considering he had a double game week in 35 and one in 37. It made sense to me, and I didn't want to triple up on any other Chelsea player. So, Petrovic, get 3 or 4 points. That'll be a win for me. Thank you very much. In that back three, we did bring Gabriel on the wild card, so that home game to Bournemouth is, fingers crossed, my guaranteed clean sheet. Not trying to jinx anything, but let's be honest, Arsenal have the best defence in the league. I currently do have Fabian Schär in that back three as well, but if it turns out that he's not guaranteed to start, I'm going to sadly have to double up on that Man United defence. I know a lot of you are going to be questioning that double Man United defence, and honestly, I don't blame you. But I wanted to back that defence against Burnley, but we conceded an unlucky penalty, really. Not really unlucky, just a stupid penalty towards the end of the game. So, yeah, they didn't get any points, but Dalot and Maguire probably have the most attacking threat out of any defender that's going to double in Game Week 37. So, there's at least that. I mean, Porro and Gusto, they don't have attacking threat anymore, let's be honest. So I'm okay with them. I think hopefully they can both get 1 goal contribution while they're in my team. Now, onto that midfield, I did bring in Gordon for his home form because he's only ever blanked in 1 home game. And while his home form is great, it doesn't mean he's obsolete playing away from home. We cannot forget he's playing against Burnley, and I would expect a return from Gordon, to be honest. I mean, he's played against a bad team. He's one of Newcastle's best attackers. So you would hope he can at least pick up something, but you never know. Either way, he's someone I'm happy to have in my team. Someone I'm happy I don't have to deal with a benching headache over. I know a lot of people are thinking, who should you bench out of all these main attackers? Because this front 7 I have on my screen, plus Foden, everybody is considering benching at least one of those players because no one wants to bench Foden, which makes me a little worried. If it were me, who would I bench? That is a tough one. Luckily, it's not my problem. On to Bruno Fernandes, insane form, but his teammates are terrible. They don't finish off his expected assists, which is really frustrating. At least he picked up 2 bonus points last week, even though he didn't even get a goal contribution. So Bruno I'm happy with. If Haaland or Antony can get their shooting boots on, if Garnacho wasn't so selfish, maybe Bruno could get some points. We've got Son in the team. Playing away to Liverpool is not as hard as it used to be. I love to say it because I don't like Liverpool, so I'm happy with Son being there. I'm almost tempted to play Brennan Johnson as well, but then I don't want to bring a benching headache up onto myself, so I'm just going to put him on the bench, hope he stays quiet. And then, obviously, Cole Palmer's in the team. The front 3 picks itself. There's only 3 good forwards going into double game week 37. That is Isak, Jackson, and Haaland. Isak, first of all, is on insane form. The only person on better form is Cole Palmer. The only problem is Callum Wilson has come back now. So there is a small chance Isak has less minutes. I don't think Wilson would start any games over Isak. At least I hope not. But even if he did, he'd probably get injured in the exact same game. So it still wouldn't be a problem. With Nicholas Jackson, a lot of people are considering him to be on the bench for next game week. And yeah, I can see that. But the problem is West Ham concede a lot of big chances. And Jackson always gets big chances. So you put 2 and 2 together, you can see Jackson's going to have a lot of chances that game. The only problem is he going to finish them? That is something we will never know. And finally, to cap off this team, we've got my captain, Erling Haaland. He's probably going to disappoint us all again, like he has pretty much the entire second half of the season. But similar with Jackson, Haaland is going to pull in all of those expected goals like he always does. Let's just hope he actually can score some. It's not going to be insanely important because everybody's going to have Haaland, everybody's going to have him captain. So it's not really like I'm gaining an advantage over anyone. Looking at this team, I am only just very slightly regretting not bringing Foden in, but I really wanted Brennan Johnson for that double game week because of his expected data. Now, Tottenham are literally about to play Chelsea, and hopefully maybe Brennan Johnson can get a goal in that game, maybe an assist. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah, guys, this is my team. It's all pretty much perfect except Fabian Schär could get injured and Foden could get a double-digit haul, which would effectively ruin my FPL year more than it's already been ruined. But, you know, we're out here, still pushing top 100k despite not owning Palmer until game week 35. I think that's a pretty good achievement in itself. So, yeah, unless something completely outrageous happens to one of the players on my team, we're going to be rolling the transfer, going into double game week 37 with 2 free transfers, hopefully being able to get rid of Gabriel for a double game week player, then bring in Foden for one of my midfielders at no cost. Maybe, just maybe, I may have to take a -4 to get rid of Edison if he's not 100% back yet. As always, guys, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, you are greatly appreciated. Let me know what you think I should do with my team next week. Let me know what you think of my team right now. And yeah, see you in the next one.